matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So now here come the Dolphins. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off.
Now Rosen on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Rosen will throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the... That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary.
Now it's Rosa. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll set up a throw. And Stills over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but...
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
He's not going to get me.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
It's just me. Regular.
Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Boom! That's how we do it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive.
They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Rolling to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. That time a 9-play drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off with a rematch of Super Bowl 25. Buffalo making one of 2 visits to MetLife Stadium this year. This one to take on the New York Giants. and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Eli Manning has a touchdown pass. Next, we'll stay in the Northeast as we head down to FedEx Field in Washington to check in on the Redskins. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Andrew Luck. In our game has been the UCLA man Josh Rosen with the strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First down, here's White. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Collins, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, this is Collins. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alex Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't.
Come to my work.
Here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Gordon, out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without.
Right back to Drake. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now Balaj. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle.
One final try now for Brady. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. yeah.